Okay.
Hello out there. Oh, that's the wrong. There we go. Now I've opened the correct thing.
People.
Welcome to Stardew Valley.
Mackenzie, Jesse, Lindsay.
WandaVision. Which one is ours? It's this one.
I don't talk to random internet people.
We have our friend Kristen on the line as well.
My sister's like, "Are you talking to random internet people?" I was like, "No."
I mean, to be fair, I'm an internet person and I'm also random. So I mean, kind of.
And there's nothing wrong with talking to random internet people. I just don't do it typically.
Alright, I have sent invites to
I don't have
Mackenzie
time.
and Lindsay. Let me know if you guys don't get them.
Oh, okay. Kristen, you will technically be talking
to
people who you don't know.
Is that they're louder than me or I'm louder than them, Django?
It could have just been Kristen and explaining stuff. That sounded funny. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Shoot.
No, there's Lindsay for a bit, and then here's me. I've opened up Marco Poloing with some other friends, and it's really funny because they inevitably will always follow me as I'm starting to stream. I'm not gonna get back in touch with you right now.
Nope. I explained to one of my coworkers the other day how wonderful Marco Polo is for our relationship.
Yes.
Because I can say, I don't have the energy for you right now. I'll respond later. And he goes, wait, that's a thing? I'm like, yes. Let me explode your mind. Like,
oh,
I got the letter from the 10 cutscene.
I still don't have the invite. Hang on.
Really? Oh, I can send it to you.
Okay, that'd be great.
I'll put the thing in the chat.
Okay. Yeah, another great mind-blowing thing. So my mom, somebody posted this on Facebook, and my mom shared it and tagged my father in it. And it was like, you know, it would have been so beneficial for my marriage if I had realized this before, that instead of starting arguments with my husband, that I could literally just say okay, I need feedback or I just want to vent.
Right. And
I was like, wait, Mom, you and Dad don't do that? My friends and I do that all the time. That's literally how we live our lives. We just say no, I just want you to listen to me, or no, I need constructive criticism on this. And she's like, wait, you guys have done this for years and didn't tell me? Well, I didn't know I needed to tell you about it, I guess.
I explained it to my mom a while ago. It's like, yes.
Because, to be honest, I'm a person who needs to be told. I need to be told what you want.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Well, I can provide both. I'm going to give you my default unless you tell me otherwise.
Right.
I'm perfectly content just letting you talk. I'm perfectly content giving you my opinion. I just can't read your mind.
Right. I don't know which one you want.
Right. So
which is fine. You just have to tell me.
Yeah.
It's just tell what you want. But apparently this is news to people.
Yeah, I don't know. There, Django, does that sound better? But yeah, that's always been my thing. And I have no problem telling you. I think that's the thing is with some people is it bothers them that they have to tell someone or something, and I'm like, no.
Why though?
It doesn't bother me
at all.
Yeah.
It shouldn't. What? That's dumb.
I'm telling you how to help me, so you don't have to request.
All right, I know Lindsay's in the game. Mackenzie, did you make it in?
Yes, I did.
Fantastic.
I am being annoyed at this stupid freaking bum wrist.
Oh, is it still hurting?
Oh my god. I've had 4 ibuprofen at a time round the clock for 3 days now.
Ugh.
Okay, help me remember. Do we need void eggs? Do we need void mayonnaise for the witch, right?
Void mayonnaise.
So I need to make mayonnaise
for not plant something. I should go grab that. Alright, so yeah, so that's where we're at. I think we want to get void mayonnaise so we can all do the witch plot line.
Okay, well we have 2 and I'm about to make a third, I'm making a third one right now, so.
Perfect.
We're getting there.
And then, yeah, I think that's, and then maybe, I probably want to get some fish ponds. Like,
Oh, yeah.
we've been talking about fish ponds and not getting them.
That is a true story. We have been talking about it and not doing it.
But with that, so, like, guys, WandaVision.
Right?
Yes.
Oh, so good.
So good. So good.
So good.
Like, yes.
Django got, like, a bazillion Discord messages from me this morning as I rewatched them. Void mayonnaise sounds like a euphemism.
Yeah. It's not, though. It's really mayonnaise made from void eggs from void chickens that
really
are black and crackly.
To be fair, though, a lot of things in this game could be.
Yeah. I just don't think that's one of them.
I don't think it's one of them. I mean, it could be.
It could, but it's really
also
it's just what it is, though.
Yeah.
Usually.
I have so many. I harvested so many things. But yeah, so WandaVision. So we in large part, we got a lot more answers than I thought we would get at this stage of the game.
Yeah. I agree.
And I liked how, like, because we were talking about this last week, of how long they're gonna keep with the like the show versus showing us what's going on.
Yeah.
And I liked, did you see, the title of the episode was We Interrupt This Broadcast.
Yeah, I saw that. Very clever.
I was like, okay, this is spot on.
Yes.
I'm gonna
I
take,
just like that Darcy is me as a viewer.
Pretty much, yeah. I thought that was great.
Like, she asked the same kinds of questions that I've been thinking, and she's just like, I don't know, let's find out. Like, let's just watch and see. Like,
Hey, Des, welcome. Yeah, no, and I thought that was funny. And, like, Woo's board had things like, what do the hexagons mean? And, like, it was just like, oh, they knew exactly what questions we were gonna ask. And
Yeah.
yeah.
I
So
read an article that was like, we're going to try and answer Wu's questions because you probably had the same ones. And I was like, yes, I did though. But yes,
I did, actually, yes.
Yeah, actually. How did you know?
Get out of my brain!
Right? All right, we have 3 void mayonnaises.
Hey, welcome, Andy. Okay, so, with that, though, okay, I'm gonna keep my rants at a minimum because I've already given it in large part to other people. But I'm just gonna say it, like, that opening scene is the scene I wanted in Endgame.
I know.
And if it's here, then at least I have it. Like, I can be happy that I have it. But, like, that's what I want. I wanted, like, the unblipping would be terrifying.
Right? So scary.
Didn't we get that somewhat in Far From Home though?
I think
not
we got
as much, but like
bit, yeah.
Right. Not like the exact moment, but like the aftermath.
Mm-hmm.
This we got like the moment of like world chaos appear wherever they were.
just going, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Basically.
Right.
And like in a hospital of all things.
Right, that would be a super terrifying place because you'd have patients just on top of patients and the, you know, like all over the place.
These people who were in beds are no longer the only thing in the bed.
Right.
And I was both like, in one moment, so happy and so sad that Monica, or that we learned that Maria, like, started S.W.O.R.D., but then she's dead. And I'm like, oh, friggin' A.
I know. I was very sad.
Oh, and Django goes, and well, it was played for humor in Far From Home. And I'm like, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, I got a cutscene with Linus. I don't know if I remember this one.
Could be new.
He's bathing in the lake.
I got that one last time we played for the first time.
Oh, he's naked. There's his clothes. Oh no. Lynn, welcome! Lynn,
Hi,
if you
Lynn.
would like to be in on the call, we have Kristen on this too. I can send you the invite. Or you can talk and chat, whichever happier for you. What was his cutscene? Why is Lewis just naked? Or not Lewis, Linus.
What is happening?
Yeah,
this is weird when you're not playing the game.
And you don't even really know what we're even talking about?
Yeah.
No, because like 1 minute you were talking about WandaVision and then somebody was naked and it's all a lot.
WandaVision was so good.
Welcome to
It
life.
was so good.
But like, I like to, I mean, like, to me that tells me that we can probably at least trust what Sword is supposed to be.
Yeah. It
Like-
could be like a Hydra situation, but
and like the
right
guy,
now
yeah.
it's not supposed to be that.
Right.
Right. It seems sort
It
of
was
legit.
good.
And like that's important to me, that we at least know that. And it gives us some kind of an idea. You'll be on the call for a minute? Alright, let me send you an invite. I'll just steal the same one Mackenzie sent Kristen.
There you go. That'll work.
That worked.
Copy. Lynn, where are you?
Good God. Hello, Big Rick.
Oh, Robin cutscene, okay.
Yes.
Hi Yoda, I was just cleaning some dust off my saw. That sounds terrible. Sure, I've crafted many things out of wood. Many chests.
Can you guys hear me?
I sure can.
Hi. Hello, Lynn.
Hi.
Welcome. Welcome to Hose and Hardwood.
Yes.
This is what we do.
Hose and hardwood.
Oh, I've gotten this cutscene before. It's just been forever. Yeah, Django, I was gonna say cleaning the dust off your saw also sounds like you. Okay, so
Do you like a flower, Leah? Have a flower.
at the
Here you
end,
go.
Monica was all like, "It's all Wanda." I'm willing to take that as her being correct, but I still want to know, like, I mean, it being about 3 months after Endgame makes it make more sense because then
Is it 3 months or is it 3 weeks? I can't remember.
it was
I watched it again. He said it's been 3 weeks and you're the first one to report.
okay. So 3 weeks.
For 3 weeks since she started back, and then a little bit of time between then and when she gets
Gets
3
there.
weeks.
to the place, and however long she's been in there.
Yeah.
So like that
So, like-
makes sense for why Wanda's doing this, because that was always my thing of like, I mean, obviously trauma can hit you whenever trauma hits you, but her being like, well, it's been a year, I'm gonna just create a dome, like that sounded a little strange to me.
Right. But like 3 weeks post, it's like that's when, okay, I was like figuring out stuff and now I'm just freaking out because it's sunk in finally, you know?
Right, exactly.
That
Yeah.
totally makes sense.
Well, and we don't even know if it took her that long to make it.
Right,
It
we
could
don't.
be she unpoofed and was like, guess what, bitches? I'm making my own alternate reality.
Right.
Bye.
And that's still really plausible. I still wonder what the catalyst was, like why this town.
Right.
That part I don't know. I think the catalyst was simply, okay, more people have died and I'm done.
Yep.
Like, I have sacrificed enough for my planet. I'm over it.
Yep.
This is very weird because I have the YouTube live stream open and it, like the sound is not even close to being synced, so I had to mute it. So now I feel like my head is like I'm only hearing one conversation at once. This is what it's like to be sucked into Wanda's world, I guess.
It
That's
is.
exactly how it would feel. Yeah.
You're
I
living.
just want to congratulate everybody who was right about Sword not really knowing what's going on and sending Monica in. Although they didn't really send her in, did they? So I was going to congratulate myself for being right, but no, she fell in there axe first by accident.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't call that.
Oh, Andy posed an important question here. Or he says, does Wanda know what she's doing? I feel like it's almost subconscious and she turns herself off when things go wrong. So I rewatched all 4 episodes this morning.
Yeah.
And in the second episode, after she had like the radio encounter with Wu and Dottie, she finds Vision and she's like, Vision, something weird just happened at the pool. And so to me, like, why would she want to tell Vision something weird happened if she was trying to keep it a secret? So to me, I think she's done it, but it's like whatever fog she's put over the town, I feel like she did it to herself too. Like she wiped her own memory.
Which
I feel like
creating an alternate reality if you're her.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I wonder though if it's been fading, like everything, like when she pushed Geraldine out of the town and kind of looked down at her hands, and then Vision comes in and she's like, "Oh, Geraldine had to go, dear." It's like I think she's starting to realize what's going on. If she really did forget, then she's kind of starting to realize, and I almost think that they're setting her up to be like a quasi, not antagonist, but
I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah, I think she and Vision are going to have a really sharp disagreement. I don't know how much he knows, but see, that's kind of the question for me: is how much does he understand about what Wanda did? Because he's not going to sanction. Like, he seemed really upset when the neighbors were implying that Geraldine, like when the neighbors were kind of like, "Oh, because we're all." What Herb was going to say is that we're all kidnapped here. We were all taken here. You know, I don't think he'd be on board with that at all. So, are we going to see them fight?
It could be.
That would be very sad, but we could. It could happen.
Only a possibility.
Do they say anything about who Agnes is?
No.
In the fourth episode?
Not yet.
Because, like, you keep seeing, like, oh, Mr. and Mrs. Hart are this and that person. I feel like she was up on the board, but they never, like, made mention of it.
I still think it's...
No, they didn't. It was Agnes and Dottie. Somebody caught that online. They have not identified Agnes or Dottie.
And I think that's important.
Slow it.
Because in the pool episode, the second one, and they're like, Dottie's the key to the town. Like, I think that's relevant. And I think the fact that we haven't seen Ralph is relevant. I think Ralph might be the missing person.
Yes.
Oh, that's
absolutely could be. I've kind of fallen in love with my own theory that started as a joke that Ralph is the bad guy and that he's responsible for everything, and it really started as a joke. But now I'm kind of like, no, I would be disappointed if that's not the case. But at the same time, it's kind of like clearly the missing person or the informant that Wu was talking about has something to do with this. So is it Dottie? Is it Ralph?
Right.
What's going on with that? Andy says his theory is she'd been in deep denial about Vision's death, only really wakes up when she has to. So do you think so we saw like the flash to dead Vision, which was terrifying, by the way.
Oh, yeah, that was so scary.
It's horrible.
Do you think that was her, like, we kind of keep going back to is Vision really there? Like, did she find Vision's body somewhere? Because it wouldn't decompose. And is she, like, animating his body, and we literally saw that? Or was that all in
You have raised a fascinating point. You've raised a really fascinating... I didn't consider that. Because it's tough to say how much of this is really things from the physical world that she's manipulating, and things that are literally she pulled out of thin air in a very literal, magical sense.
Right.
So, yeah, she could have Vision's body and, like... her...
That would be... terrifying. I'm gonna just pretend that that's not a theory.
I'm gonna see about getting a fish pond today. Go ahead. I think Lynn was about to say something.
I think hers is cutting out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's cutting in and out.
Yeah.
5 seaweed, 5 algae, 200 stone. I can do that. While Lynn's kind of working on her connection, or Lynn's connection kind of wants to go back. My other kind of thought with that, what I kept going back to when we watched, is the In Living Color episode. She... Like, where do those, like, she animates the butterflies off the mobile. and
Yeah.
the stork shows up. So those
Uh-huh.
are animals that are coming into existence. You know, and so I kind of wonder, like, and that just makes me again think of her kids. Think of the
Yeah.
children. You know, it's like, where are
The
they?
twins with the Power Rangers names.
Yeah.
I know. If I didn't know better, I would think that those names came from a comic book writer like many decades ago when they weren't super nerdy.
Do we have seaweed anywhere, guys? I didn't see any in Eric's house. Oh, I have seaweed. We're good.
Okay, so I found some green algae, but I might have.
I have algae. I got what I need. I'm gonna go back. Fish pond.
You have enough for? Are we getting one, or are we getting? Well, we have to get one at a time, I guess.
One at a time. So.
Do we have a place for it?
Nope. I'm going though. So tell me where you want it.
A clear. No. Okay. Where do we want it? Because our farm's a mess right now, but I'm happy to clear the place. I just need to know where.
Maybe south of the crops.
Okay. So just kind of like down in this corner, kind of.
Probably. I can't see what this corner is, but I'm gonna assume so.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna clear an area down here in the corner, so you'll see it when Robin's like, "Where would you see it?"
All right. I'm coming to south of the crops. I see you. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'll
We
drop
can
it
probably
there.
stack a couple of them somewhere. So. Oh yeah. I love that it just like materialized on my screen. And there's posts in the ground now.
What happened to that guy in the beekeeper's costume? And
Yeah,
it turned
where
into,
is
it went
he?
from a hazmat suit to a beekeeper's costume. What happened to him? We didn't see
I don't
him.
know.
He didn't pop out when Geraldine Monica popped out.
Nope.
Or if he did, they didn't see where.
I
Like
feel like maybe he's stuck.
Right.
in the tunnel.
Maybe.
Still in the tunnel. That would be terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, if she was erasing it, so everything changed. Maybe he got pushed back out. We just didn't see it.
That's a possibility. I also love that the chain that was attached to him turned into a jump rope.
Yep.
That made me.
Yes.
I did not notice that until the
You know who
second
doesn't like that? The school teacher who it made her think of school. I was like, oh god, gross.
But I think that with what we saw, and like, I thought it was cool at the end of the 4th episode when they replayed the end of the 3rd and the aspect ratio changed again.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it was like, okay, we were seeing the town, but not through the show. Like we were seeing the unedited version.
That was wonderful.
It was great. It felt to me like Wanda was also remembering her brother in that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
And then so she was like remembering him then, and Geraldine was kind of slash Monica. To me, like Monica is like when she's aware of herself, and Geraldine is when she's not. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But like, I think that was something where I'm gonna buy like a house fish tank because I want to know what this does. I haven't done this yet before.
Okay.
I just want to see what this is. But it felt like because that was what I was kind of wondering, was Geraldine or was Monica in there as a spy or not?
Yeah.
So she was clearly not in there intentionally as a spy.
Right. I kind of wondered when she got pushed out. I almost had a second where I was like, oh my god, what if she doesn't remember
Right.
anything about her previous life? What if she doesn't remember being Monica Rambeau? But then she was like, it was all Wanda. And I was like, oh, okay. So clearly at some point she was like, remembered who she was and what was going on.
Yep.
I'm having a cutscene where I find Claire's secret stash.
Oh, nice. Good stuff. Oh, can we take a second to appreciate close-up magic?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so angry with myself that I absolutely did not notice that the first couple times I watched the episode. I didn't even know this. So
I noticed
pointed
it.
out to me. Had to be pointed out to me.
Yeah, I noticed it, but I didn't remember the reference.
Oh, see, and like Ant-Man and the Wasp is like my number 3 MCU movie, so I was just like freaking.
Yeah, this is just a PSA. If you haven't watched Ant-Man and the Wasp recently, it is a lot of fun. Like, it's arguably more fun than the first Ant-Man.
I mean, I enjoy the movie. It's one of those ones that I haven't watched in a while.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like, I know this is a reference. I'm just not quite sure what. Like, I'm not sure what we're referencing.
Close up magic.
I realized in this episode when, like, between the moment where Darcy was like, "Do you want one?" and then when we started talking about whether or not he wanted kids, I'm like, there was some other moment in the show where he did that. I looked up, I realized, like, and I don't mean this in a thirsty way, but like that's the type of man I'm gonna end up with someday.
Yeah.
Like, just some very confused man who is highly intelligent, but just also highly confused.
Intelligent, confused, close-up magic. It's a winner. It's a winner of a combo.
It's just all of the things.
It doesn't hurt that he's played by Randall Park, who I think is really underrated. If you guys haven't seen Always Be My Movie, that's a really good movie. So that he's incredible.
That is a good
Like
movie.
that movie.
I'm wondering when Doctor Strange is going to show up. I'm really starting to feel like they're going to have to bring him in for a 10-second cameo at the very end, if nothing else.
Right.
Because otherwise he would be so bad at his job that I don't think I could defend him. His whole thing is watching reality to make sure no one fucks with it. If there's someone in Jersey, he's going to have to leave the city and take care of it.
I mean, you're not wrong. Andy says, and you're talking a little bit about a tie-in to Doctor Strange 2. Apparently, there's a theory with Agnes that she could be a character, I'm assuming, ties into that. It says Agatha Harkness. I don't know who that is.
She's kind of, I gather, somebody from the comics who has at different times been an ally and an antagonist, and she also has powers similar to Scarlet Witch's. That's all I know.
Interesting.
Yeah, and at some point in some version of all of this, she was her mentor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it makes sense. Agatha Harkness, Agnes. I mean, I'm following it so far. And then that would help having someone else to focus on, so Wanda's not the sole villain of the show, which I don't think anybody would make a lot of people sad, including me.
Well, and I'm gonna try to do the Secret Woods cutscene with Emily here. So if I'm running late, that's why. But I just don't think there's got to be a reason why Wanda picks this town.
Yeah.
Right? Something.
I mean, unless it's just she picked a suburb town outside of New York.
Like an idyllic suburban town, and that was just one that either Agatha told her about or whatever. Yeah, I'm seeing on screen Andy is saying that Agatha is the only person that SWORD couldn't ID. There's no indication that they were able to ID Dottie. I don't think they even had her thing up that I saw, but other than that, Agatha is the only one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think.
And Ralph. Mysterious Ralph.
And Ralph. Who the hell is Ralph?
We've never seen Ralph yet, so.
I saw somebody online saying this is a big one, but hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
If Ralph is actually Mephisto, what if we've seen him in animal form in every episode? Lobster, rabbit, and stuff. Which, I mean, that's kind of nuts, but I guess if we were going to lean into him being Mephisto, he could do that. I don't know.
That would be funny.
Possibility.
I don't put it past them to do anything, so.
Yeah.
Which is not a bad thing.
No, it's good. This show is really not going into any formula, and I really appreciate that a lot, unless it's sitcom formula, and
Even then, that's
loving
like...
that. I am 100% loving that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's the perfect antidote for anybody who is like, oh, these superhero movies with their CGI, they're all the same.
Right.
Let's just do an I Love Lucy style show. Ready, go.
Yeah.
You think they go back do that.
I think they should. I don't know if they will, but I think it would be hilarious. Just from me as a viewer standpoint. If
Yeah,
they,
I want them to.
like the next episode, had nothing with Sword at all, and it was just
I would love
Wanda.
that.
Hold on. My brother is like screaming at my door. I'll be right back.
No worries.
I mean, I didn't actually see the preview, but apparently there is a preview for the next or one of the next episodes, and it definitely looks like like more like in color and.
Yeah, I just think it would be funny.
It's supposed to be like Modern Family-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Okay.
I mean, I've seen. I remember there was stuff from the first trailer that was very 1980s, very 1990s, kind of Full House, almost like they were going to poke fun at that, which is hilarious because I keep forgetting Elizabeth Olsen's sisters are the Olsen twins.
Right.
No, I can't remember. I keep forgetting that, then being like, oh my god. So at some point they're going to get back to that. I just don't know how far they're going to take it.
Right. Who knows?
Oh, I would love it if they did they should end with like a 2000s Office parody where they're talking to the camera. I know they're not going to, but that would be so funny.
That would be hilarious.
No, I just, as a viewer, I would very much appreciate the next episode having no answers whatsoever.
Yep. No, don't do it. Don't drag. I mean, we're in this for 9 episodes. We've only had 4. They should just relax.
Yeah.
They don't need to tell us everything.
Ooh, Gus gave
I think
me.
it's crazy. We're gonna be getting new Marvel episodes of something every week into the summer. That is just blowing my mind because they are going immediately from this one into the Falcon and Winter Soldier, and I'm assuming immediately into the Loki series.
Yeah, I kind of look. I mean,
Loki.
like that's the plan.
I can't wait.
Do stuff for a long time.
Yep.
I'm good with that.
We haven't had a new Marvel movie since 2019, and I'm just like, I feel so old. I feel like my youth has just gone. Like that's what was keeping me young, and it's gone now, and I'm just withering up like in the Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Like I'm just withering and aging, and this is restoring life.
And I was thinking about us going to see, I think it was Winter Soldier.
Oh my God, it was Winter Soldier.
But was that the one where Lindsay and I were late and we were like, hey, can we buy tickets to not opening show, but like the one following because we're stuck in traffic in Chicago?
Yeah.
And I showed up and I had like really like destroyed hand because I tripped and fell on the way to the funeral and opened up my hand. So I'm sitting in the back row of the church bleeding.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
I've forgotten about that.
Oh yeah. That was a good day. Not really at all. It was a terrible day. But it was that's a good story.
It was a thing.
A story.
Now it makes for a good story.
Yeah, I forgot you had that injury for a while, but it healed, right? Like you're doing.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. But I just was like, of course, I'm the person who would like trip and fall and skin my hand open on the sidewalk in a city I don't normally like frequent, and then go and sit in the back of a, like this incredibly important event and be unable to like do anything because I'm bleeding everywhere.
Oh.
What are we talking about?
When I fell on the way to Kristen's grandma's funeral and opened up my hand on the sidewalk. Yeah, because then Lindsay and I got stuck in traffic and we made you guys go to the later showing of Winter Soldier.
I remember that.
So that we could go with you.
We were not going to make it back in time.
No, because we were on the freeway, like, stopped in traffic. Just stopped. Like,
yeah. Like, you know, how Chicago works. Guys, we have so much stone, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, we do.
I mean, this is not bad, because then we can make a crap ton of staircases when we finally go to the Skull Cavern if we want to, but you know.
I have put in a fish tank in my house.
You wanna see?
That's cool.
Oh, did it come with fish, or did you have to put a fish in it?
Yep, you have to. I caught some fish yesterday because I went fishing.
Oh, there's a coral, a flounder, and a halibut. That's cool.
So
I like it.
I'm gonna look at the fish we have. We have a ghost fish. That might be good for putting in the fish pond.
Or they make good.
Or a midnight carp isn't bad. We have some of that also. I wonder if we can put I don't think we can put the mutant carp in, so I don't think you can put legendary fish in. The best one to put in a fish pond is lava eel, but we do not have a lava eel currently.
No, we do not. I mean, we can try and get one.
Right.
How many more? Oh, okay. We did that. Okay. Sorry that my dishwasher is singing, everyone.
It's alright, my brother's back at my door. I put the farm warp totems in the red box outside of Eric's house because we were running out of room in the one bin.
Okay.
Did I miss anything good, Joe, discussion-wise?
I don't think so.
Talking about how long it's been since we saw a Marvel movie, how how long it's been, and now we're having all this new content.
So excited.
I'm a little bit disappointed, but also a little bit happy because it looks like, I don't think they've made it official, but it looks like they don't have a choice but to do the thing where they put Black Widow on Disney Plus at the same time as the theaters.
Yup.
Because they basically can't afford to delay it again. They basically can't do it.
Well, especially not with HBO Max doing what they're doing.
Ugh. I'm really sad that I hope it works out.
My primary beef with it is more that it sounds like they didn't really get like the okay from the
that's
filmmakers.
exactly what it is.
Like, I don't really mind the choice. I don't like that they made the choice for the people involved with the film.
Yeah.
That is kind of what happened, where it sounds more like Disney is being communicative with the people that they're working with about what they need to do.
Right.
But we'll see.
And like, I feel like for Black Widow, because the way the Disney Plus Premium works is you have it for the duration. I mean, obviously when it's on Disney Plus, you have it. But it's not like $30 to watch it one time. It's $30
Yeah, you have it for...
until it's on Disney Plus regularly. And you can watch it as many times as you want. So...
Yeah.
And with the HBO Max, I think what they didn't really, some people I know missed in the announcement is when they do that, like, simultaneous release, it is only for 30 days. You don't have access to the movie permanently. You have access to it for 30 days, and then at some point in the future, it will come to HBO Max, but it's not right away.
Right.
Like Wonder Woman 1984 is not on it anymore. It's not there. Like, it's not, you can't watch it.
Yeah, you had your chance to go see it. And
yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Mm-hmm.
Which I did not take.
I did not either. Maybe I should have, but I didn't.
I wanted to, and then I just kind of forgot, and then I didn't. But now I'm like, oh, well, now I have to wait. Because how am I going to watch it?
Not to sully the purity of our Marvel chat, the DC chat, but like, I was disappointed with it.
The movie existed.
Yeah, that's accurate.
And like, I didn't want to say that to like anybody who'd be excited to see it, but like, and like, I'm not a big DC person anyway, but like, I don't necessarily regret my time having spent watching Wonder Woman 1984, but like,
sure.
Also, it was there.
Nothing to write home about. Yep.
I like the most promising thing was like Pedro Pascal made me cry at one point, but like,
yeah, because he's amazing.
Because he's Pedro Pascal. So, you know. But yeah.
I'll have to wait for its next iteration of release somewhere, and I'll figure it out.
I'm sure it'll only be a little while before it's back on HBO Max. I'm sure it's not going to be much longer. Like another month or two.
I didn't realize my dad had HBO Max. And he found, so like I never thought about it much, and then I was asking him about it because of that movie, and he was like, I think we might have that. And I'm like, wait, you think we might have that and you haven't signed into it? He's like, well, I don't really know what it is. And so then I got him to log in, and he's like, what is this? And he like freaked out because there's so many good movies on there. And I'm just like,
it's everything Warner Brothers, yeah.
I'm like, Dad. Well, and it's for him. It's all of the Turner movies are on there, like all the old movies.
Yeah.
And he freaked, and I was like, yes, Dad. Yeah. So I just moved HBO Max off of him. The first thing I watched on HBO Max was I live tweeted Cats.
Yeah.
Remember that? That's why did you do that?
Because it was the 1 year anniversary of the Rise of Skywalker, and I'm so over Star Wars discourse that to just as my little like screw all of you for making Star Wars not fun, I live tweeted Cats on the anniversary of the Rise of Skywalker.
You know, no one can disprove the theory that Cats is what caused all this pandemic in the first place.
I
No
didn't
one
want
can
to say
disprove
it,
that.
but it's distinctly possible that Cats is to blame.
If anyone has evidence to the contrary, I would like to see it. And
Right.
so far, I've not been presented with
I
any.
have not been told that it wasn't Cats.
It like opened. It's like, what is it in the book of Revelations? It's like a crack open a seal or something.
One of the seals.
Yes.
Oh gosh. I mean, again, I think it's possible. I choose to remain open to possibilities.
Yeah. I think more research is required, but it's a hypothesis. That's what a hypothesis
It's a working theory.
Yeah.
That was a movie.
Yes, it was.
To live tweet Hunger Games while watching it with
That was fun.
That was a good time.
That was good time.
When I yelled,
Yeah.
Gail, go clean a mine with a toothbrush.
Happy.
Yep.
Of
That
all
was,
the
that was
movies,
a fun weekend.
Yes,
you know,
it was.
I'm really not tempted to rewatch that one though. I'm really not. Like the Hunger Games movies, I really liked those, and when they were done, they were just done for me. I don't know.
I have such a strange relationship with Hunger Games because I saw the first movie, and then Lynn, I borrowed the books from you, so then I read
Yeah.
Hunger Games, and then I read Catching Fire, and then I saw Catching Fire, and then I saw Mockingjay 1. And then
Yeah.
I read Mockingjay, and then I'm pretty sure I actually saw Mockingjay Part 2, but I can't actually remember if I just read it or if I saw the movie.
Right. Well, that's one that could have just been
You
one movie.
please,
That
like-
was when they.
I saw it with my dad. My dad is very specific about movies. Like,
Yeah.
if you want to go see something with him, you got a very limited window.
Right.
And that was one of the ones that he was like, yeah, that was good. We saw the first one, right? Well, let's go watch more. So, like, I actually went and saw them with my dad, which was hilarious because, like, his
is
favorite
hilarious.
movie is John Wick.
Right.
So, not the same
That's a
thing
good choice.
at all.
Right.
But I enjoyed watching that. Oh, Lindsay got caught.
By Willie, of all people.
Right? Coming out of the bar, it's okay.
Mac, you've given me an idea for a crossover that I want to see now. I want to see Katniss team up with John Wick.
That would be something.
That would be
Yeah.
Good.
That would be something.
Everybody would watch it.
I mean, honestly, Katniss would, in me fashion, curl up in a ball and cry while John Wick killed everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, she would do that.
So, yeah. I do want to rewatch those just because I can. Like,
Yeah.
They were good. I don't think
They were.
For me, the story didn't grip me in quite the same way, but I think it's because of the very unconventional way I experienced the series.
Yeah, that might have something to do with it, Jess, just a little bit. Maybe.
I remember reading Mockingjay, and in my head thinking I didn't like Prim. And then I had this revelation reading Mockingjay that I actually like Prim. Katniss has no understanding of who her sister is.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then I was like, oh, and then I reevaluated everything when I realized Katniss is a terrible narrator.
Yes, but
there is
it's
that.
her imperfection that makes me love the series.
Yeah.
Katniss is not actually a good person,
Right.
guys.
No,
I know.
not at
She's
all.
really not.
Well, it's like, I think the series would either kind of in a way, I know this is a sacrilegious thing to say, hey Cal, welcome, but I feel like the series either kind of works better as movies, or would work better as third-person novels. Because I agree with you about Katniss as a protagonist, but what makes her an interesting protagonist makes her a terrible narrator.
Yeah. Oh, I got level 7 Jing. Got the X proficiency. What?
Act proficiency! Doesn't have the same ring as Ho proficiency.
It really doesn't.
It's much better.
I prefer Ho proficiency.
Yeah. Low proficiency is definitely much better.
We also now need to work on the next house upgrade so we can have a cellar.
No, the next house upgrade is the upstairs.
Oh, it is?
Mm-hmm. I wish
Okay,
you
then
could
we're gonna have to get a cellar. I just want a cellar so we can have gas.
Mm-hmm. Also, I think you guys are able to upgrade your houses. Not that you need to, but I think you can.
Well, I would like to, because my house is very small, and all of the things that we keep getting from what's his name at the museum have filled it.
And not all of you, and you guys don't even have room for the wonderful flamingos like I do.
No.
You do not. Do we have any truffle oil anywhere? I just got a thing from Mayor Lewis that we need some. And I don't even know if we've made any.
I never make truffle oil because you get more money from just truffles. So
I know. Okay, so we'll have to just make some because we have to give some to the mayor. I forgot about that.
Okay, so also real quick to go back to WandaVision for a hot second.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is gross. The Mayor Lewis one. I need truffle oil. Don't ask me why.
Yeah, that one.
It's him and Marnie. You know it's him and Marnie. Every time.
If he was naked, we'd know why.
It's true. So on the one, I am of two minds here, because on the one hand, I think it's amazing that political science intern Darcy has learned, like, astrophysics.
Right?
I was just gonna say, she got her doctorate. Yay, go for doctorate.
I love that moment.
But here's the thing, though. I low-key, like, obviously she's that smart, and she knows her stuff. But there's a part of me that really wants it to be that she just learned it all from Jane, and she doesn't actually have the degree. And she's just tricked everyone into thinking she has the degree.
Oh, that would be so funny. That would be so funny.
Because when they were like Miss Lewis, and she's like doctor, and she like played with her hair, I'm like, I really want it to be that she doesn't have a degree, and she's tricked them.
Not at all. It makes total sense.
And then at some point, Agent Wu will find out, but he'll like let it slide.
Yeah,
she did such a good job on the case.
She clearly knows her stuff, but it's like she learned it from Jane. She didn't learn it necessarily like in school.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
You know.
But it's been 5 years, so she could have just decided to like go to school.
She could have. I mean, she could have.
Cal coming in with a very grim but very good point. Think of all the openings that would have been in academia during the previous 5 years.
Ooh, that's a good point.
That's about what it would take is to have half of humanity wiped out. There would be that many openings.
Have a good one, Andy. Hope you have a good day.
Bye.
I also feel like Darcy would have done any, like, because I was asking, I can't remember who I was talking to about this. Do we know if Jane got snapped?
We don't know, I don't think.
No, we have no idea.
Natalie Portman is just like,
because, like, to me, because I don't think it was mentioned in Endgame, but I don't have a particularly strong memory of Endgame, as you all know.
It was not mentioned.
But if she, to me, if she, like, I think it could be a huge contributing factor to Thor's depression if Jane got snapped. And I think it would be a big motivating factor for Darcy to, like, really go out there and learn all this stuff to try to find Jane.
Hey guys, guess what? I Googled it, and it looks like she did not.
Okay.
No, I'm seeing two conflicting things here. Hang on.
I can't remember if it was Django I was talking to about it or who, but somebody said that I think there was like a draft of the script of Endgame where she was snapped, but then it didn't make it to the movie.
Oh, that would do it. That would do it. Yeah.
So then the question is,
they have like a.
So, like, do you take that to mean she didn't get snapped because they didn't put it in the movie, or do you take that to mean she did and they just didn't want to specify it? Thor mentioned Jane during the briefing, but I don't think it was directly mentioned in the film. Okay, Cal says.
Okay.
The article I'm reading said her experience with the ether changed her nature, meaning she was actually able to sense Thanos' snap, but she didn't actually die.
Interesting.
Oh, thank you, Kristen. That
would be
interesting.
wild.
That's good info.
I also just said that whole thing, not realizing that my microphone was on mute, and I was like, why is nobody acknowledging that I'm talking?
Kristen, if we're ever not acknowledging you, just assume that you accidentally hit mute, because we're here for you. We're here to acknowledge you. You are valid. You are, like, loved and important.
And besides Kristen, you are the best listener, so we will listen to you.
Yeah.
True story.
Yeah.
Kristen's also falling asleep because I just shoveled.
Same. Sunday afternoon.
The entire world.
In this game? And who could I be dating in this game? Those are my questions.
I don't know. How do you actually date somebody? I don't even remember.
You have to go buy bouquets from Pierre. I could be dating Sam and Penny right now. So that's what I'm
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's at least 2 people that you're dating right now.
I'm dating Shane and Emily, but we're gonna add 2 more.
Okay.
Oh my god, this is so weird.
Yeah, I don't think I can date anybody because I went and I could not buy a bouquet, so I have to work on my...
I'm glad that they're going to bring back Jane Foster for what I'm assuming is the final Thor movie. That's going to be some nice closure, because they were very like, oh, she broke up with you, and then it was not really mentioned again.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's going to be some good closure, I think.
Wanda said, or Cal says that Wanda also had significant exposure to Infinity Stones, but she was snapped.
That's true.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Kathleen, welcome.
Hello.
Sam, come back here. Do you want to date me? Sam. Yes.
Yoda is dating Sam.
Sometimes I
Here you go,
forget
Sam.
you guys are playing a game, and I'm like, what?
People.
What the hell is going
I'm
on?
now dating 3 people. As one does. See, it's hate. I'm already dating Emily. Emily, do you like flowers? I feel like you should. Even though we're already at 10 hearts. So, like, I could get married if I wanted to. I have a big house, and I'm at 10 hearts with Emily. She wouldn't be a bad person. Lynn and Kristen are both on audio, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Would you like to be on audio, Kathleen? Because you could also join us.
Yes, we can get you here with us.
Guys, do we think I'm gonna have a snow day tomorrow?
I don't think snow days will ever exist again.
Yeah, I don't think
Oh,
so.
I hope that
Which is disappointing.
They will. No, actually, a lot of.
They are. I hope
No,
at some point
my
they're
sister's
able
school
to-
took one on Tuesday of last week, and like the principal was like, "This is a
Good.
snow day, like a go outside and play in the snow, not a let's
Good.
learn from home."
That's the right attitude.
My principal's from, I don't know, North Dakota, South Dakota. So like, unless we have 3 million feet of snow, we're going in.
Right.
The
Kathleen,
worst.
I'm sending you an invite. I don't know if Kathleen has Discord. But we'll find out.
Well, Kristen didn't have Discord either, but she got it just for you guys.
You did before.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, it's still snowing here. What the hell?
Yeah, it's pretty nasty here.
That's a lot.
I'm really happy anytime it snows on the weekend, because it's like, haha! Not my problem today.
True.
Frickin' A.
Yeah,
Haley,
that's
where
not so
are
much
you?
fun for people who park outside and have to dig their car out.
Yeah, I don't blame you. But I didn't have to work during snow. There's Haley. Haley, come here and date me. You should like flowers. Perfect. Eat sunflower? No. Okay, so I'm now dating Emily, Sam, Shane, and Haley. I'm really
Damn,
close
Jess.
to Penny. Where's Penny? There's Margaret.
I should look and see what my hearts are, because right now, although Mayor Lewis is happy with me because I just gave him his creep oil.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Oh, does that mean the oil thing was done? I went to go put a truffle in there, and there was something in there already.
Oh, there's truffle in there. I put a truffle in.
Cool. So then we can all just finish that quest.
So there was some snow days.
Oh, I've got a cutscene with Jody.
Nice.
She's making popcorn, guys.
Maybe.
Oh, and Kent is having PTSD.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, Kent. Kent and his wacky PTSD.
Kent, we didn't realize popcorn was gonna be a problem.
Oh, Penny cutscene. Heck yeah. This is the one where she wants to clean, and I help her clean, and Pam comes home drunk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the town bus driver is also the town drunk.
Yeah, it's kind of scary.
It's my favorite part, actually.
Yep.
Stop barking at nothing. I can hear you, yes.
All right, do I want to lie to Kent and tell him that it was my idea for the popcorn? Do I want to blame Jody? Or do I want to be like, yo, Kent, stop being a dick and blaming your wife?
Ooh. Do you want more PowerPoints with Kent or with Jody?
Yeah.
Trying to think. I feel like there's so many WandaVision things I really want to talk about, but it's still like we know so much and we know so little.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I know.
And I just want to not know. I'm enjoying not knowing.
I'm enjoying this theorizing.
Yeah.
It is nice. It is very nice. I am wondering still about the possibility of taking things outside of this world Wanda's built, because I think we're all anticipating that her kids are going to be alive, and they're gonna somehow enter our reality going forward. I think we're all like assuming that, and the with the clothes Monica was wearing when she got blasted through, she still had all the clothes on.
Yeah.
Like nothing dematerialized, even though we saw things change when you enter. When she left, it was the same.
Well,
right?
it's a jump rope too. The jump rope left.
Yeah. And
Yeah, that's a good point. It did. So what is she going to be able to take with her? Is there any way she could take Vision with her? I don't think they're going to want to undo that death. I'm really gearing myself up for a very sad final episode.
Right.
But I'm also like, she can clearly take things with her. She's making stuff real. It's not all imaginary. That's maybe what I'm like the most excited about seeing.
And like, I still want to know. Like I said, it goes back to my question of, is that really Vision's body? Like, is Vision even there? Are people even seeing it?
That is a great, yes, good point.
My kind of theory right now is that the dome is kind of doing a lot of this, because I keep going back to, and this might just be me overthinking it. I'm gonna steal the truffle oil that's in my house, but like,
it's a truffle in there.
I don't have a truffle.
There's some in that box right next to it. I put a couple in there.
Okay, I will do that for you then. But
Tucking into bed, cutscenes, 3 of them.
no. But
Trying to give Kent shit.
the fact that Wanda's doing it, and yet doesn't seem to remember that she's doing it, until like the end when she kicks
Mhm.
Geraldine / Monica out. It makes me
Yeah.
think that she put up the dome because like we see Dottie and her husband with the do these earrings make me look fat, and people interact with Vision
Yeah.
when she's not
Mhm.
around. So it makes me feel like it's Wanda doing it, but she created the dome, and then
Right.
the dome is kind of like how people understand.
Right. So, like they're real people,
Mhm.
and like they have real
Yeah.
lives inside of there. So like they can do things on their own because they exist.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. I don't think Wanda's controlling all of it. I think Wanda created it and then is just trying to live her life as best she can
Yeah.
Right.
within it. Yes, I know it's getting late. Thank you, game.
I'm trying to put stuff in Big Rick's house because I have so much stuff.
Cal is going on the topic of the snap. It occurred to me last night as I watched Endgame. How do schools work? Peter was snapped, but when he returned 5 years later, he met Ned at school. He met Ned and conveniently his whole class that all conveniently got snapped at the same time, apparently.
Yeah, like none of them.
Or
did.
at least the characters that he interacts with are the ones who got snapped conveniently. Yeah.
Right, 'cause
I mean,
like,
I love Far From Home, so I'll give it a break, but it's all like, okay.
Yeah.
No one.
I wish there was more explanation because, like, on the school newscast, there's like, well, this happened and this happened, and then
Well, there was that kid in Far From Home who's also interested in MJ, who's like Peter's competition,
Mm-hmm.
and the idea is that he kept aging, and was now like in their class, and that's why he was competition. But he'd gotten really buff and good looking, I guess.
I like to think that Flash got held back 5 years.
Yeah, and told everyone he got snapped.
But Cal wonders, will there be special classes for kids who got snapped? I think that's kind of the issue I think Far From Home had, that there was only
Yeah.
so much it could do.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it kind of had to be its own thing. And it's not like they could tell the people making Far From Home.
guys, oh my god, we got so much money for that crop order. Holy
wow.
crap.
For the melons.
Yeah.
Dang.
Every time I think about the complexities of the snap, I am grateful though that they didn't try to undo what had been done. Like they brought people back, but everyone is still dealing with the fallout. So it's not like a super convenient tie everything up with a bow kind of solution,
Mm-hmm.
which is what I like. Like that was a gut punch for me, was watching Monica come to, and she
Right.
thought she had just been asleep waiting for her mom's surgery, and she came to and was like, "Hey guys, I was napping, what's up?" And the nurse was like, "Bitch, you were dead, and now your mom's dead, and now you're not dead." And that
Right.
was really a gut punch moment. Like that was really well done.
But that was exactly what we were looking for. Like that's
And, see,
Yeah.
and like that's the thing,
kind of thing
is
we needed.
I agree that treating the snap like that is great. That's just what I wanted out of Endgame. Because I don't feel like Endgame treated it that way. Endgame was like,
I mean,
portals.
yeah, there you go.
But I think I said this. I think in our Marco Polo group, but like it kind of makes sense that they didn't do it in Endgame because you were really just seeing how it affected superheroes.
yeah.
Whereas like, now we're dealing with a world of normal people.
Sure.
So like now we're seeing how normal people dealt. Not that I don't agree because it
Right.
should have been an Endgame, but I get why they didn't like make a special. Well, these normal people felt this way, but we're not talking about them now.
Well, in Endgame, they wanted you to care that Tony died.
Yeah.
Right.
Like that was the point. It wasn't, hey, here's what life is like now.
Right.
It was Tony died. Like
Mm.
You stop saying Tony died. It makes me really sad.
Hello. Sorry, Kristen.
Kathleen!
Hi,
Welcome!
Depressing.
Hello.
how's it going?
Just,
Good, how are you?
just causing stress for Kristen by reminding her that Tony died.
No.
Stop saying it. God.
It's like referring to Macbeth. Like, don't do it. It's bad.
But no, I get it. Like, Endgame was as long as it was. I feel like I'm gonna revisit Endgame, but I'm gonna wait until this show's done, Falcon Winter Soldier's done,
Yeah.
and Loki's done. Because
That's a good plan.
I think those 3 series are going to give me what I wanted Endgame to give me. And
Yeah,
right
I
or
think
wrong,
you're right.
whether it should or shouldn't have, whether I wanted inconvenient things or it doesn't matter. Like, I didn't get what I wanted out of it, but if the series give it to me, I might be able to, like, make my peace. I'll never make my peace
Yeah.
with what they did with...
Partly.
I'll never make my
I think
peace with
it's
Captain
so-
America, but that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
That's okay. Django and I were having a very long Discord chat discussion this morning about it. And it's funny because we have, like, the same criticism. The difference is he blames Civil War for it, and I blame Endgame for it. But otherwise, we have, like, the same opinion. It's just kind of funny.
Okay.
Civil War.
Accept that. I can understand.
I mean,
I can't.
he can explain it better than I can, like, on his behalf. But it's basically that
All right.
you have this really interesting story of, like, because he and I both see Civil War as Steve and Tony were both right and both wrong.
Yes.
And the movie kind of, like, lost that. Like, it set up this really interesting thing with whether or not the Accords were right or wrong and asked that really interesting question, but then went into Bucky and Tony's parents and asked that. Like, they were both legitimate things to visit, but the movie kind of started with one thing and forgot about it and then went to a different thing. And I was okay with that because I always figured they would come back to the question of, are the Accords right or wrong in another movie, and they never did. Where he was kind of like, they should have just stayed with the Accords and then addressed the Bucky thing in another movie. And so, like, yeah.
I mean, both are fair.
Yeah.
I just watched it and was like, wow, can we have any more stubbornness
Right?
in one place at one time?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I am crazy stubborn as an actual human being, and I'm just like, yo, this is ridiculous.
Yeah. But, I like seeing, and, like, a lot of what I think about, too, is actually from Doctor Strange with, Mordo always saying, like, the bill comes due.
Yes.
Or,
Right.
or even to go outside of that, to go back to when I used to watch Once Upon a Time, and Mr. Gold would always say, magic has a price.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
like, I was waiting for okay, we've solved the world's problems and fixed it with time travel. Where's the consequence of it? I guess, for me, with it, is it's like, the movie literally has the word end in the title. Like, when you do that, I don't think you should go, we need another thing to end the end. Because we put end in the title. But whatever. But yeah, I think I could revisit Endgame after the 3 Disney Plus shows and feel better.
I think that's going to be a point too, because by the time Loki is done, I'm sure you'll have seen WandaVision. Like, it'll have been made available. WandaVision, Black Widow, it will have been like made available to you. You'll have seen Black Widow as well, and that's going to have a lot to do with Endgame.
Right.
Because it's like, I really think that movie's going to bring everything full circle for her character.
I agree too. Cal says, I want what Cap did to somehow be due to bargaining with Red Skull. I just want to see that scene.
Yeah.
Me too. Pick up on the first time I saw that movie, I was so overwhelmed. There was a lot of stuff I didn't pick up on.
Right.
And when somebody told me, wouldn't it have? Why couldn't we have seen Cap interacting with Red Skull? I was like, I needed to lie down.
Yeah.
I was like being hit with a truck. I was like, oh my god, how did I not notice that?
Hey guys, do we want for our next 7-day challenge 100 pieces of bug guts or 100 pieces of bone?
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 Yep, bone.
Bone? When do
Yes, those are way easier. Go to the mine right now and get you some bugs.
Mhm.
Yeah, but apparently now you can get bone pieces because I went the other yesterday in the game, and processed some geodes and I got 3 bone fragments. So that's now apparently a thing that you just find places.
I see. Okay.
But we can do bugs because 100 bugs is still probably easier than 100 bones.
Right. I just was not familiar with
All right.
with that.
Well, I just kind of figured that out because I found the bone fragments, didn't know, and then read this and put it together in my mind. So
Got it.
I'm guessing at this point. So we have to collect a bunch of bug meat and then put it in the barrel next to Willie's house. So
Okay.
Okay. I have my naked Linus cutscene.
There you go. Naked Linus.
The water's never been cleaner, says the man in nothing.
Oh, I had a
In the-
crystallarium at the museum and I didn't know that I hadn't gathered mine. Cal says, I mentioned it before, but I think perhaps he could have sacrificed his pseudo-immortality for Natsalite when he returned the Soul Stone. I think all of you have heard my rant about how I wanted the 6 Infinity Stones and 6 original Avengers to be relevant, and how, like,
Yep.
such a cool ending for Cap would be that he gave up his powers, and how much I wanted that,
Oh my god.
Yeah.
and that he could just, like, prove that
I just
he...
wanted him not to go backwards in his character arc.
I wanted him to actually have a character arc. That's all I really wanted. Ugh.
I don't hate that kind of had Tony and Cap learning from each other in
Yeah.
some ways. Like
I agree.
Absolutely, but then Cap
Tony doing
never
the
actually
selfless
learned.
thing and Cap doing the selfish thing. Yeah, but then when you start to think about it, it really falls apart. Like
Mm-hmm.
Cap just let JFK get shot, guys.
Yeah.
Never forget. He just let it happen. He was just wearing a giant fake mustache, letting Vietnam happen, letting all this stuff happen.
Well, for me, it's the same Cap that still can't let go of the past and therefore needs to go back in time to be with Peggy in order to be happy. Is the same Cap that is apparently not gonna go rescue Bucky. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's that detail, that tiny little detail. He's just gonna let Bucky be tortured for 40 years or whatever it
Yeah.
is.
and I'm like, because what I wanted for Cap was for him to let go of the past he was robbed of and move on. This is what I
That's the growth.
Yeah. This is what I text Django earlier today. I said, like, when Cap says some people move on but not us in Endgame, that needed to be the challenge and not the thesis for him. And,
Right.
like, letting him go back and not actually move on is like watching The Last Jedi and saying when Luke says the Jedi need to end, that was actually the thing. Like, there's no difference. The difference is in Last Jedi, that ends up not being a correct statement.
That's a good connection, yeah.
Like, when he said that, that wasn't like, good job, Steve, you're right, you shouldn't move on.
Yeah, it was like, no, you should learn how to, but you won't.
It was everyone else can, but apparently not you.
Yeah.
And even then he was rewarded for it. With Peggy, with the hammer. It was like, good job on not changing.
It was kind of like all of the Avengers were rewarded in some ways because their plan worked.
Yeah.
Like, their plan to absolutely try and change time did work. Like, it didn't not work.
Yeah.
But then what does that say about the need to move on? It says moving on is for suckers.
Mm-hmm.
And only superheroes don't have to.
Right.
Yep, exactly.
Unless
Because
you're,
everybody else, it's just like, well,
unless you're Natalie or Natasha, and then you get to die.
yeah.
Well, yeah, that detail as well, which I still can't muster up any emotion about, even though they clearly wanted me to feel emotion. Can't muster up any.
He also said, unfortunately, far too many people did take Luke saying the Jedi need to end as a thesis. Far too many people did. I've said many times that the people who absolutely hated The Last Jedi and the people
I
who
have no idea what it's actually fuck about.
Well, yeah, it's both the people who absolutely hated it and the people who put it on this pedestal as a perfect movie. Both groups did not finish the movie.
No. The whole point to me of that movie, and Jess, you've heard me say this a bajillion times, is F your expectations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, you thought this was gonna happen? Haha, no.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's to me the entire point of The Last Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
which is a great learning moment for every freaking one. Apparently, nobody took it, but you know, I did.
Right.
Same thing with people who agree with Freya by the end of KOTOR 2. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
I try really hard not to make every one of these streams just me still being mad about Endgame. Trying really hard.
We're
I
still
am.
mad.
But you're in a supportive space, and that's what matters.
I remember coming out of the movie, and you just didn't speak.
I didn't speak.
You let the rest of us speak, and then you were like, "Okay, but guys."
It's like,
What you say is valid.
Yep.
But I disagree entirely.
I really didn't. Because, like, you all were, like, jazzed, and I didn't want to steal that from you. And then I was like, but I hated it.
Yeah. Which is why WandaVision is important, because we all love it.
We all love it. And I love Far From Home. And the thing is, like, there are certain things in Endgame I do love. Like, it completely and utterly validated Ant-Man.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
do love that. Like, the moment it was like that I saw that, like, rat and it brought Scott back, I was like, this is validating me for all the people who are like, I'll get around to the Ant-Man movies eventually. Like, no.
Yeah.
You needed that.
Yeah.
Cal says, good points are made in both Last Jedi and KOTOR 2, but many people miss the conclusions. I completely agree. I really, really do.
Guys, I'm sorry to run off, but I do have to go. Same time next week?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I love you guys. I'll talk to you then.
Bye.
Do it for the children.
Do it for the children.
Bye.
For the children. Bye.
So much weird shit in my backpack.
I will say the other thing in Endgame I really liked is how it put, like, real Jarvis in it from Agent Carter.
Yes.
That made me really happy.
Yes.
Because Agent Carter is so good.
Yeah, that was. I love that show so much.
I rewatched it last year and it held up. Like, it completely held up.
I haven't rewatched it, but I need to. I feel it's on Disney Plus, right?
Oh yeah, that's where I watched it.
That's...
Cal said I really like Sam being able to turn the on your left on cap. I liked that too. That was if somebody was going to say something. That was a good moment.
A mini shipping bin from Mayor Lewis. Where do we want it?
I put mine like down at the bottom.
Yeah, I put mine by my house.
Oh, I should go to the mines and find bugs, I guess.
Yeah, bugs.
And I also liked in that fight where it was like, hey, Wong is really cool, in case you forgot.
Yeah.
I appreciated that a lot too.
Yes.
Wong's like, don't mind me, I just single-handedly brought everybody to save your butts. It's fine.
You expected me to do nothing?
All you guys over there can have your little pissing contest. I brought the team. That's pretty much what happened. I appreciated that quite a bit. My favorite moment, and this is just again because I love Ant-Man validation. My favorite moment in Endgame was when I can't remember what he was asking for because I have only seen the movie twice and it was almost like 2 years ago now. But Steve asks for something, and Wasp is like, "All right, Cap," and then she and Scott like share a look. Oh my god!
Yeah.
My heart melted. Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, I love that a lot for sure.
that was a nice callback. 1000%. It was so good. But again, anytime they're like, Ant-Man has rights as a movie, that's when I'm happy. Cal just finished The Punisher. Thinks it'd be cool if you could show up in Falcon and Winter Soldier. I'm curious what they'll do with a lot of the connections.
I did not finish that.
I've seen so little of the Netflix shows. I really have.
Me too.
I've seen almost
Hey
all of
Ray,
it.
welcome! She says Ant-Man always has rights. He always has rights. But I was texting with my friend Gina after I saw this week's episode, and I was like, my top 3 Marvel movies are Infinity War, Captain Marvel, and Ant-Man and the Wasp, and I was fed for all 3 of those this week. Granted, with Infinity War, I was fed with horror, but I was still fed.
Yes. That is fair. That is all valid. Well, okay, what even? We need bugs.
I texted Gina, I was like, somebody wrote this episode and was like, Jess, we want to personally apologize, so here's this episode. I've just decided whoever is like the overseer of like Disney Plus content is like, we care about Jess specifically. And I think, because that's what kept happening with The Mandalorian too. I'm like, I appreciate that somebody out there is like, Jess needs something on a streaming service.
So, guys, apparently, you can get bone fragments in the mine by killing skeletons.
Oh, nice. You also get them randomly from other things.
I went too far for bugs, apparently, in the mine. So I need to
I'm getting some bugs.
Me too.
I think after the issue we had last time with the mines thing, it might actually be better if we're on different levels, because it spreads out the odds of finding the levels that the things are on.
Yeah.
I keep smiling like an idiot when everything blue. I know, with the close-up magic! Oh, that was my favorite thing. Close-up magic. Ray, we were discussing earlier that, and I don't say this necessarily, like, in a thirsty way. I just say this, like, woo is pretty much what, like, my perfect man would be.
I'll say it in a thirsty way.
There you go.
I'm down.
I see, like, you know the game of, like, it's like Mary Screw Kill? Like,
Yeah.
Like, he's my Mary. That doesn't necessarily mean, like, I'm thirsting over it. It's just like, no, he's the one I'd settle down with. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it.
Ooh, yeah. Gotta go see Gil.
Safe by defeating a fly.
Yeah, you keep getting these things, and I don't know what they are.
Yeah, I don't.
I just got a message that said go see Gil for your rewards. So apparently we killed enough of one thing in order to get one of them rewards from the...
Oh, I think it was bats, because Mackenzie... I saw that from Mackenzie.
Yeah, but then I just got the bug one.
Oh, maybe they're individual.
I think they are individual.
Then I'm not close to any of them. But he gave me big Mayor of Portland energy, and I would definitely marry the Mayor of Portland if he were a little bit more age appropriate. But I'll eventually catch up to him, because he won't age in the show, so it's fine.
There you go, so it'll be fine.
The way that man fed a printer for like 5 years, I would marry the Mayor of Portland for sure.
Okay, I got like so many bugs and now nothing on this level.
I got nothing over here.
Yeah, we're up to 32. We're doing good.
Oh, I started in the 20s. Oh, we're up to 32. Sorry.
Yeah.
I see.
Was this a 7-day one?
Yeah, it's a week.
I think we're on day 2.
I think I got it yesterday. Ooh, there be bugs here. I see them.
Alright, where the hell are there bugs?
I'm on 23.
I'm on 24.
Wow, we must be getting different levels because I'm not finding like cleared out levels. That's interesting.
That is interesting.
Hey, we're dumb. You know where we could get bug meat?
Oh, in the
In the
thing?
sewer.
Sewer. No, I thought we didn't open that up yet.
No,
The sewer.
it's
but not the-
open. We just don't have the void mayonnaise to get out of it.
Oh, that is a good idea. Well, we can do that tomorrow then.
Yep, for sure. I never grab my void mayonnaise from somebody to do that.
They're in the box. I haven't done it either. There's 4 or 5 of them in the box, so. Oh, it's a page from someone's diary. Ooh, about the older bachelors in town.
Ooh.
Harvey likes coffee and Elliot likes crab cakes and pomegranates. Let me tell you, I also gave him a coffee and he said he liked it, so.
Everybody likes coffee.
Yeah,
I
I think
know.
it's only the kids who don't like coffee.
Correct.
Secret note. Holy shit, secret note day.
Secret note.
A page
Secret
from
note.
N. Jasper's book. Ooh, feature. Oh, this is about the Junimos.
Wow, I'm getting so many bugs.
That's great. I have collected 10 bone fragments and no bugs.
Well, I'm going to start a bone fragment collection because I'm sure this thing will come up again.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Them,
Okay.
you know.
Cal, next time you see Sarge, you should talk to her. She's learning Korean. But for a very different reason than you want to learn Korean.
Ooh, bugs, 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 bugs. Yeah. Overrun with monster area.
I gotta remember to put this bug meat in Willie's box.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, that's gonna be the hardest part of this for me.
I am going to go.
Finding bugs.
Oh, look, I have a thing with Lioness.
Is it his naked one?
No, I had that one last time. Stand next to the fire pit. It feels great. I don't remember. I might remember this one. He was hoping
I love getting
I'd
earth crystals because they're so hard to find usually. Taiwanese as well. Oh, she's learning Taiwanese.
Oh, it's when he's all like, I'm sorry I wasn't very nice to you, but you're actually a really nice person.
That one.
Oh, I was gonna go to the Adventurers Guild and get my prize, but it's totally gonna be closed by the time I'm done with this cutscene, so.
Think of what else.
Oh, it's when he gives you the cool fish bait.
Oh, yeah. You get
The special fish bait recipe.
the wild bait.
Wild bait, yeah. Oh, it's 10. I literally tried to go inside at 10.
Aren't you drive under a rock?
48 so far, so we did pretty good for a day.
Yeah.
I mean, I did a little bit yesterday, I think.
Well, and again, I think this going to the mines at different times thing is the gig, because sometimes you get Mackenzie's luck and you don't find any, and then sometimes you find a bunch. And if we're all on different levels, it spreads out the odds.
Yeah. Oh,
Because
now I have Bruce and Marnie.
at this point, it's not like we need to be in a group for defense.
Right.
Yeah.
So we might as well divvy it up.
It's when the mayor says he can't be with Marnie, you know, out in public.
Which makes no sense to me.
Stupid.
It makes me sad. I don't think it would undermine his authority as the mayor. Like, even as the mayor, you deserve love and happiness. So, you know.
Right.
Well, I keep forgetting that I didn't go through the mines with you guys for a lot of this, so I just went to level 20 for the first time and got loot that I... Never got from there before. That's funny. I think this is my horse, but maybe it's not. I'll leave it for Lindsay because she's gonna have a harder time. It is. Oh, no, Lindsay's already out because she went to the Adventurers Guild. So I'll take
Yeah.
this.
Well, I tried to, but yeah, I don't.
Don't turn this meat in, Jess. You have to give it to Willie.
Right?
Don't turn it into bait.
Yeah. Did you guys also notice that there's a box in the store now?
Yeah, what does that do?
You'll be able to put things for a different quest. I'm guessing.
That would make sense. That would make sense.
Yeah, tomorrow
Okay,
I think I'm just gonna like run down to the beach and put these in the little thing next to Willie's box so I don't make bait out of them.
Yep, same. Okay, so new question. Because let's ask the obvious question here, the big one.
Yeah, get to my house.
With the dome. So it's that Big Bang radiation mixed with a TV signal. Why is there a TV signal? Is it because Wanda wants a TV life and she's like creating one, but like why broadcast it?
Yes.
Hey, the JoJo cutscene.
Oh, nice.
We can start the JoJo bundle.
So exciting.
Which means we need to get another fish pond so we can get some sturgeon. Because we need caviar.
Yeah.
And it's almost fall, so we should be able to catch a sturgeon. I think that's a fall fish.
I don't remember. We'll have to look.
But like, if she wants to broadcast it, then like they saw the first episode. So like,
yeah,
was she not broadcasting until someone watched?
No, I think they caught it right away. Like I think they like. I think she did the thing, and they were like, something weird is going on here.
Mm-hmm.
And they probably figured it out right away.
Yeah, because Wu was already on the trail of whoever his missing person was.
Right. And when it turns out that everybody who is supposed to know this person has no idea who the heck he's talking about, he's like, yeah, something really weird's going on.
I love the cops, like, we've never heard of Westview in front of the Westview sign.
Westview sign? I was like, wait, what?
Doesn't exist. Just like, right.
By the way, it took me a really long time to learn about the add to existing stacks button.
What?
Yeah, so you guys don't know either? The existing stacks button? When you open up your inventory in a chest, that, like, red arrow thing, it just it automatically adds things to existing stacks.
Oh, nice.
I didn't know that until I watched somebody else playing it.
I feel like that's not always been there.
I don't know if it has or not.
I don't think so. I mean, I think it's been there for a while now, but it hasn't been there since the beginning.
I found a bunch of bug meat in our box, so I'm just gonna grab it and see if it, like,
Works?
counts.
Sounds good to me.
No, I don't think it does, because I have 73 and we only have 50.
That's how many we collected, but you might still be able to give it to Lily.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll head down there. There's more harvesting to do. My inventory was just full, and then I haven't gone back to it.
Okay. I'm working on it.
Okay. Yeah, I wonder if the broadcast is intentional. Because I feel like Wanda wouldn't want it to be intentional because that's how you get found out. Right? Like, she's famous.
I think it is. I think she just set up her life to be like that. She's like, I want my life to be
TV.
Way simpler than it is and way happier than it is.
Right.
So I'm going to use these shows I watched whenever as the template.
Now, what about Darcy's question? Why is it changing decades?
I don't know.
I really don't know.
Alright, so is it this barrel by Willie's house?
It says in the descriptions if you on your little
Place
log.
bug meat in barrel next to Willie's house. Okay, so this is what happened. I put 73 pieces in there. It says
Yeah.
we've killed 50, but put 73 in.
Okay.
So we still have to kill 50.
We still have to kill 50 more, but we don't have to get down to Willie's before we do it.
Yeah.
Right.
We only need to put 27, 20, whatever the math is there, in Willie's box.
Got it.
So that's the advantage of if, say, you're, like, stuck on the last day, and you don't have time to get all the way down to wherever you need to go, you know?
Yeah.
Jess, is it snowing by me? Yes, it is. It's snowing by all of us.
Yes, it is.
So we are in slightly different places.
Actually, it stopped here. But it snowed overnight.
It
Oh,
snowed
it's
a
not-
lot. Let me
We
look.
got like an inch by
It's
me.
not currently snowing, but it snowed a ton overnight. I'm getting
Yeah.
the Abigail is playing her flute cutscene.
Ah. No, don't. Jesus.
I gotta decide who I want to marry. I mean, I have time because I need to date all of them first, but
Yes.
not Alex or Sam because I've already married them. I feel like the time has come for me to marry one of the female ones. I've married 2 of the guys.
Makes sense.
I think it's time to marry a lady. I just don't know which lady. And Cal says it's not snowing near me because he's by Moana. He's in Hawaii.
Ah.
Is it cold?
I would like to be in Hawaii.
Like what's the what is the temperature in Hawaii compared to what it would like a normal? Ray is at the point where she'd rather not have snow, live in a hot part of the world. I just, I'll take it not snowing on the day when I have to go to work. Hello! Somebody is speaking to me and I don't know what they're saying. What do we got?
Oh, now I'm getting the flute playing scene.
For some reason, my browser has gone on to be like, hey, you want Yahoo, right? And I'm like, no, I don't.
No, I don't. It's 77 degrees there. I am jealous.
Everyone's talking. It'd be really nice to go somewhere warm.
Well, I don't understand you, but I have Google Translate.
Oh, there's thing. So my mom has decided to put it upon herself to figure out something for us to do for my birthday because we're not going to go to Vegas because that was the plan for my 30th birthday.
Right.
So she found this really cool place. It's called like Hocking Hills State Park. It's in Ohio, and it has like all these really awesome trails and caves and cool things to do, and you can take dogs there. So she has found all these cool cabins that we can rent that take dogs. So we're going to go just like stay in the woods for a long weekend.
Perfect.
But I don't have to find something to do with my dog because she's a nut and no one wants to babysit her.
I understand.
So yeah, I'm excited because that will be fun.
Yeah.
Oh, and all of the cabins have a hot tub, so we're going to like hike around in the woods during the day and then eat carry on and hot tub it up at night.
Perfect.
That's awesome.
So that will be a fun alternative for my birthday.
I think that's cool.
I'm very excited. Oh, she's supposed to send them to me.
Where am I at with the... Let's see. Should go find the people on dating.
Here's some bugs. There we are. Much better, guys.
Sorry, hold on.
So I know I keep circling back, but I'm just like, I just have so many thoughts. But I really do keep going back to, I think Wanda, I think at some level she didn't even know what she was doing, because like I think back too with the hearts, like why wouldn't she know what the thing was on the calendar? Like she's not all knowing in her own space, and I think
Right.
that's a thing, like a relevant thing.
Yeah.
I got the insect cancelled from Gil. That's great. I'm going to sell it because we all have better crap than this, so
Yeah.
just gonna get that 200 gold and call it a day.
Hold on, Cal. You're sending me things now. Where the heck is Mandarin on this list? Maybe it's like... Don't speak... Oh, he's talking to the other guy.
Oh, there's a Mackenzie. Hi, Mackenzie.
I killed all the bugs on this level so far.
Okay. I didn't realize you were here, so I guess I can continue.
It's okay.
So, Ray says, do we think Wanda is in someone else's sandbox, so to speak? So, like, I feel like Wanda's doing it. I just still don't know why. Like, I don't...
Yeah, Wanda built her own sandbox, but I don't know if she realizes she's in a sandbox.
Right. That's my thing.
Or at least always. I think in part she does, because again, I think she wants a simpler life. So
Right.
she built this thing and then just wants to live it and not think about why she wants to live this life.
Right.
Right.
And she freaks out when somebody reminds her, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why when the beekeeper / not beekeeper dude showed up, she was just like, nope.
Yep. She's like, no, you're
gonna have a nope on that one. Thanks.
That's a nope from me, dog. Do I
Yeah.
think it's some sort of psychotic break? I do.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
But also lend to why she doesn't have total control over it.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah.
So this was a question I thought of when I was watching it again. In the pregnancy episode, in Living Color or whatever, like we see that her... Oh, it's Willie's birthday. I forgot. Good thing I gave him a present. When up until that point, like when we see the helicopter come in and it's, we know it's the drone now or whatever, those were always like breaks in the illusion, right? Like Dottie's blood. Anytime there was color, it was her kind of losing control for a second. And now we're in the episode where it's all colored. Do you think that's actually related to the pregnancy? And it's not like a cool thing, it's actually her losing power, and she doesn't realize it?
Not a possibility. I don't know. I didn't think about that.
color to.
Oh, you were kind of
use-
cutting out, Kenzie. Sorry.
No, I'm a big fan of color being a theme
Yeah.
in just visual representations of all sorts. So
I'm gonna mute myself for a hot second on the stream because I'm gonna call my mom. Hold on.
yes,
Food is good.
I had food, but I kind of want some more. I don't need
Yeah.
it. I want it.
What are you craving, Mackenzie?
I don't know, just food.
No, food is good. I've only eaten once today, so food sounds amazing.
I had a little bit of cheese for breakfast this morning because my stomach was all wonky and I needed more ibuprofen. So I had to have something in my stomach. And then I had leftover Detroit Wing Company for lunch, which was really good.
It's getting late. I'm running.
Fast.
Go.
Go, Lindsay!
Got it. I was just in Eric's house putting stuff in the boxes, so I wasn't far.
You know you can just go to bed in his bed, right?
I was forgetting about that.
I am now have level 8 combat, guys.
Seriously?
I can do explosive ammo.
Nice.
Not that I use it, but you know.
I'm jealous. I want to get my.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I got a text about food, and I will stop anything for food, so. We're making dinner plans. Day 5 of the summer.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely think Wanda's having some kind of break, cause like I keep rewatching the scene where Monica / Geraldine starts talking about Pietro, and to me it felt like Wanda remembered Pietro, or I can never say his name right, but it's like she remembered him, and then she hasn't had her accent for a long time, and I think just as a character she wanted to get rid of it, and then she didn't necessarily like get it back per se, but she started singing that song in Sarkovian in her accent, and I think that was like when she kind of was having like a good memory about her brother, and and then Monica being like, oh, he was killed by Ultron, made her have a bad memory about him.
Yeah.
And so I think she wiped her own memory, and if she was really that upset, like if she's really having this break, I think she'd want to. But I think she now remembers. That's my thing. I think she now I think she's now aware of what she is doing and didn't go back. And I think that's part of what the aspect ratio changed.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah.
Cal, you saw the meme I posted in the Discord? I found a meme for Deus Ex, which I've been playing a lot of. And it's in the game you can like choke people out, and so the meme just calls it tactical hugging.
That's funny.
I'm like, yes, tactical hugs.
Yes.
I love tactical hugs. So many melons.
Holy crap, so many melons.
I've been kind of following the policy of selling anything gold and silver, and then putting anything regular in the bin, in the shed.
Yep.
Me too.
And then sometimes I'll use stuff for gifts. But
oh yeah.
Where do we stand on Vision? Dead body or something else? That's the other thing we've been discussing, because I think it's possible she found his body. I could see his body having rested in like a lab somewhere and she took it.
Right.
And then, because otherwise what's everyone reacting to? Because if she's really autonomous, like if the town is really autonomous, right? Like if it's really, they don't need Wanda to have their interaction, she just created the space, then they're not seeing anything when Vision is just there. So, like, to me, I think they have to be seeing something if she's not controlling everything all of the time.
Right.
So I think she took his body and has in some way, to some degree, reanimated it.
That's terrifying.
That's my theory, but I could be super wrong.
It makes sense. I can see it.
Let's go through.
It would be zombie vision.
Zombie Vision.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It's creepy, but it's a possibility.
Yeah.
I would not rule it out, at least. 'Cause, I mean, like, that would be a thing, too, because, like, it's not a flesh body. I don't think it would have rotted. I think his body would...
Right.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they went that dark either, right? Especially in, like, the level of the show right now. Okay, what do I want to do? Oh, we need,
Really,
has anyone
if it's
gone to
not-
Joja? To start the bundle?
No, I can do that.
Okay.
I'm over here.
And we'll need another fish pond for sturgeon. I'm gonna look up how we get a sturgeon. I'm sorry, Kathleen, what were you saying?
That's okay. I was saying that if it's not a flesh body, then really it's not like reanimating. It's more like she just rebooted him.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's just the only thing is he doesn't have the Mind Stone.
Right. So then would he just be Jarvis again in a body?
Oh, because that's what they were trying to do in Infinity War, was take it out.
Yeah, there was a way to do it, and they ran
So,
out of time.
Possibility, I guess.
Maybe she just figured it out. She had the time in her alternate mind universe.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
Or maybe she's trying to figure it out. Like, has the body and it's like mental break, but then also
Oh no!
subconscious figuring it out.
Sturgeon is a summer and winter fish.
Oh, we better move fast.
It's only on rainy days. Ugh.
Oh,
Oh, and it was raining yesterday.
Yeah, I thought it was a fall fish. Darn it! I should have
Well,
looked it
I
up.
mean, not winter. Oh no, it doesn't rain in the winter.
Yep. Oh no, but it's probably on a snowy day.
Okay.
Let me read this again. Sturgeon fish that can be caught in the mountain lake during summer and winter. It is it's least common during rainy winter days,
Oh.
and most common on rainy summer days. But I think it's available anytime. So I'm gonna go fishing.
Okay.
okay. Have fun.
I need one. I wonder where the closest horse is.
I took one.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Scarlet Witch does have the highest levels of raw power. She struggles to control it at times. She unleashes it in emotional response. She does. I think it'd be like her and Carol are like the two top. Just in terms of like raw power.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Bad asses.
And then like Thor, because he's like a god.
An actual god, yeah.
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 Have a flower. Have a
We need Eric. We have a fishing quest.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hulk would be up there too. Hulk is, to me though, Hulk is powerful from the like. I mean, obviously he's powerful because he can wreck a bunch of stuff. But like, he's also just powerful because you can't kill him. Like,
Right.
that's really his thing. He doesn't really have a power you can like direct at anything. It's just like he's a wrecking ball.
Yeah, brute strength.
Which isn't bad. It's just... You know, we might also be able to get a sturgeon from the cart. It wouldn't be a bad idea to go back to checking the cart. And if we have to wait, we have to wait. I mean, it's not the biggest deal. All we do is go to the theater. funny because Tony and Cap lead the Avengers, and they're probably two of. Well, actually, if you think about the original 6, it's Tony who has a suit, but he doesn't have power. Hawkeye and Natasha, and then you have Cap who has powers, but he's really, I would classify him as enhanced more than like super powered.
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
And so it's like those 4, and then Thor and Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a reason why the one who's chosen to wield the Infinity Stones and actually survive. Yeah, that's true. Although, arguably, like, I mean, that's just, like, Hulk could, but I think it's also because he was, like, an Infinity Stone person that was still alive. Like, I would make an argument that Carol would have been able to use it because she had got her powers from an Infinity Stone.
Oh, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Or, like, Scarlet Witch probably would have been able to for the same reason.
Hmm.
Like, anybody who was directly powered by a stone that I can think of was gone.
Right.
Right, yeah.
Cap is peak performance human. He's a little bit beyond that. He definitely has some, like, the suit wasn't, like, his power serum wasn't just a lot of steroids.
Right, like he heals like faster than, you know.
He can't get drunk.
Right. He cannot drink it fast enough to get drunk.
He's like next level human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In evolution. He's like step up.
Basically. I think,
Scene with Evelyn.
right?
Yes, Evelyn, I'm wondering what the good smell is.
Her cookies.
Yes. Why don't you try one? I want cookies in real life.
I definitely do.
I like
We have vanilla Oreos here at the moment.
Ooh, she gave me her recipe, guys.
Yeah.
Have some coffee. Coffee goes with cookies.
I don't know when the hours are to catch a sturgeon. I just realized. I've just been fishing. 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. So I'm outside the range of when I
Hey,
can
we're
catch a
getting
sturgeon.
bugs, guys.
Pardon?
What?
We only need to collect 80 more, and we've given enough to the barrel outside of Willie's house.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
We need to
I'm
kill
sorry,
more, right? But
20 more. Yeah.
Well, I have the video
I can speak the words real good, so.
right now with Abigail.
oh, but Lindsay, we just need to go to the sewer.
Oh yeah, that was probably like 20, like really fast.
I'll go to the sewer right now because I'm not going to catch a sturgeon at this time of day. Recent banner gives something about gaming radiation. I'm not sure if it's explaining to you how Thanos can handle it. I mean, because he's Thanos.
Yeah, because he's from Titan, so
Oh,
he's
I'm
just
getting a cutscene with Lewis and Marnie! Marnie, we can't! If word got out, we could undermine my position and authority. It's so dumb, Lewis. We all know.
And
Everyone
none of them
knows.
really cares.
Like, literally, everyone knows you two are screwing.
Yep. Nobody gives a shit.
We're all aware.
Nope. Ah, I died.
No fucks.
Pre-volume 2 may have been able to take it. Maybe. But he couldn't, even pre-volume 2, Star-Lord couldn't handle the Infinity Stone on his own. He still needed the whole team.
Yeah,
Maybe all of the Guardians could have wielded it together.
maybe.
Ah! Whoop.
Free and volume 2, yeah. It's 11 o'clock. I'll risk the sewers a little.
Oh, I'm here already, because I didn't get the cutscenes. I already had it, so.
Oh, okay. Then I think I'm gonna head back, because by the time I get down there, there's not gonna be much I can do. He peaked during his fight with you. That's true. Once he knew his power, he could channel it a little bit better.
Ah, no. Okay.
I like Volume 2 of Guardians.
Yeah.
I feel like it gets a lot of grief. But it's so
It's getting late. I gotta go.
I gotta go.
It's kind of like amazing here. I don't know if I'm gonna get out. Okay.
What are you guys feeling? Maybe one more day after this?
Yeah.
Because by then my food's gonna be here. And... Dude, we're at about 2 hours.
Run away!
Oh, I might not make it home, guys.
Most likely
I just had to skip through that cutscene.
Sturgeon may also randomly appear in Krobus's shop on Wednesdays. Well, there you go. That's what we gotta look for.
Okay, run. I'm stuck.
Go.
Get out of my way, horse!
Run.
Go!
I did it. Woo!
Hey, we got something.
We've earned $1 million.
Oh, cool.
Sweet.
Lindsay's made to bed safe and sound.
I like that.
Oh, those melons. We sold some melons and made some money.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
we have plenty of money, so we can, buy something.
Yes.
Mackenzie, you said you might want a bigger house. We could go for that.
Yeah, I do want a bigger. We also need another silo.
Oh, okay. Hey, it's a rainy day. I know what I'm doing.
Fishing.
I'm gonna go get us a sturgeon.
Alright, I'll go back to the sewers. We only need 10 more bug meats, so I'll just kick that out today.
Okay.
Because it shouldn't take that long.
Yeah. It's interesting how Thanos shifts from the first Avengers post-credit scene to actual realization towards more of his motivations in comics. Yeah, because they adjusted him. Even how he looks literally changes. Ooh, so much gathering to do.
Yeah. Oh, don't do that.
You get so much from blueberries.
Yes.
This will be good. We'll do this day, and then that'll give us 2 days to stream next time, and then we'll start a new season. So we'll be able to get our get our sea legs, as it were.
Yeah.
And then start the fall.
We have inventory space already. Dang.
I've heard the comic book story for him might not have been as good, Cal. I like what we got in the movie, so I'm not super worried about it. I'm gonna go fishing. Kent sent me a battery. That's nice.
Very cool.
Just send me rocks.
Go get the other horse. If we get a fourth horse, we need to put it also by the other.
Yes, by the Mm-hmm.
I wish you could just grab a horse from a stable, regardless of if something has already been taken from that stable. Like, I wish you could just walk up to the stable.
Yeah.
Of course, no. Yeah.
Alright. And it said I have a better chance of catching it further from the shore. Let's go get the sturgeon. Also, that means we actually need to get the fish pond. But, I mean, obviously we can get this, but... Hello, Jethro! How's it going? Welcome to the stream. We gonna catch a sturgeon. We're here playing Stardew, and we're also talking WandaVision. Are you here for Stardew, or WandaVision, or both? I feel like we've largely hit our WandaVision points at this point, though.
That's true.
Although I can just keep talking about how much I love it.
Yeah.
Hey, a largemouth bass. That's nice to catch.
We will need 3 of those at some point because we need
For
that
Stardew?
for
That's
for
good.
Jody's house to go to dinner.
Oh, that's right.
So if you have a few, should keep them all so we can finish that.
Yep, I'll hang on to them.
What?
We are in, we're playing in year 2, and we finished the community center, right? Yeah, because we streamed that last weekend. Oh yeah, obviously, because we have the JoJo Mart. So that's where we're at. There's 3 of us playing right now. We have a 4th person who pops on with us sometimes.
He's being lame and playing pirates today.
Yes.
Whatever, Eric. Whatever.
Even, and we have a, we need a fish. And he's playing pirates.
Yeah.
Sea of Thieves, like,
Hey, good job,
development, whatever, team.
That's $3,000 for both.
Heck yeah.
Flying at me.
So much algae.
I'm like,
so co-op, yeah, we're on co-op right now.
He's, like, there's new stuff and quests and things. So that's what he's been doing all weekend.
So 2 large bass.
Okay, let's see.
Come on.
You
You darn sturgeon.
Have anything interesting? No.
Well, sturgeon are hard to catch too, so I'm like not super thrilled about this prospect.
Where are they in the mountain?
Yeah, the mountain lake.
I'll come up there since I finished the other thing. Let's see if we can get one.
I keep meaning to like actually play my individual file again in like one of my late game ones just to see all the new stuff in the update.
Yeah.
And I really want to fix everything so I can open up that new area.
The area, yeah. And I have one of my files. I have the museum done. Ish? No. I think I'm missing one thing from the Skull Cavern. Do I have a Twitch? I use Twitch, but I don't currently stream on Twitch. I stream here on this channel, and then my primary channel is actually youtube.com/the Star Wars Refuge, where I do a lot of Star Wars reviews. This is just kind of like my side hustle.
Just like to hang out here.
Exactly. This is my I don't try hard, and I just hang out and play stuff channel. Unlike my Star Wars channel, where I do try hard. I considered moving these streams to Twitch, because Twitch kind of is better for live streams. And I want to keep my Star Wars stuff on YouTube, because a lot of those are videos, and YouTube is better for that. And I don't want to split that audience up, but I've thought about moving those stuff to Twitch.
I caught one.
Oh, you got one? Great.
Yep.
Perfect. We only need the one. I'll keep fishing though, see if I can't get another bass.
I got 2 largemouth bass.
Oh, you did? I have 2 largemouth basses, and we're good.
Like, all I caught. 3 fish. The 3 fish that we needed.
Wow. I mean, I only caught, you know, a carp and a bunch of chubs and some bullheads and stuff, but, you know, that's fine if you want to just, like, get it in a go.
Apparently, it was my lucky fishing day, so...
You know, we should do an experiment and see if we all have different luck. I've never checked that.
Oh, yeah, I'm in there.
I don't know how
Yeah.
that works. Whoa, we got another 3,000. Oh, I think we got 1,000. I think... I don't know. But we just got...
all get 3,000 for finishing it.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Wait, you got 3,000? That's awesome. Like, super awesome.
Give me the gold.
Alright, well, it's almost 6, so I honestly might just come back and do the Jody's house dinner cutscene because it's only an hour from now.
Oh, yeah. It's not a bad idea.
Holding the largemouth bass. Currently.
Ooh, I got some bait. Do I have that? Oh, yeah.
What do we need to check the cart lady for?
It was the sturgeon, so you got the sturgeon.
Oh, okay.
We're not playing modded, and no, our 4 slots are all full on the game, so I haven't really played with viewers. I'm playing with some of my college buddies.
The only one who goes into the greenhouse this stream.
Hey, I
Just
got
so
another
everyone.
largemouth bass. Oh, I need to go to Jody's house.
I've actually been in the greenhouse multiple times, but not yesterday or today, I don't think.
Because there were 2 fruits on all of the trees.
Oh,
I usually just wait until there's 3 and collect all 3 at once.
I forgot to go to Jody's house, so I probably can't do it today.
I just went into Emily's, the other one, on accident, and got another cutscene with Haley, so...
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Yep. Hi. Why are
I
you
wonder
so
if
angry?
it's after 7 or by 7. Let me just go check this out. Can I go in at 8? Nope. Probably could have gone in if I made it before 8. That's okay.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go to the bar and give some presents.
I was thinking about that.
It's Friday, so there's gonna be a lot of people there.
Exactly.
Abigail, come back here.
Pony.
We're not good forgiving people.
Whoa, you can sit in the booth now? That's new.
What?
All of our horses out here.
I clicked on the booth and I could sit there. Sit here with me.
What?
What? Look at us.
It's so cool.
Here, I'll get out because I gotta give this to...
Can't, like, scooch in. Okay.
No.
Alright, how am I doing on dating?
Sebastian.
Okay. Sam is at 9, Shane is at 9, Haley is at 8, Penny is almost dateable. Got some work to do with everybody else. All our horses are just here.
Yep.
I love it.
Okay, Mackenzie, I have a bass for you for if you want to do that cutscene.
Dude, because I don't have it in there.
I'm gonna just,
Inside
I'll
my
put a bunch of bass. There's this golden bin by one of our, bee houses, bee machines.
And how many
They're called bee machines, in case you didn't know that. I caught so many chubs. I just caught like every chub. If there was a chub, I caught it.
We said this was our last
bears.
day. Yes.
Yeah, I need to get home because I gotta eat.
You take my dog for a walk. She's getting
We did
kind of
not at this particular angle anymore. see. It's just gonna be a little brat.
But yeah, this golden one by the bee house is where you can get a bass. Oh, I should put that in the recycler, the driftwood. But yeah, so, Jethro, what we do every Sunday, as best we can, is we stream Stardew. I stream during the week, but I only stream Stardew on the weekends. And right now we're talking about WandaVision, because we're all super MCU fans, so we'll probably, as long as there's an MCU show, we'll be discussing that on Sunday, so there'll be spoilers if that's an issue. But otherwise, we play Stardew once a week.
At least we try.
At least we try. Best we can. We've been doing really good with WandaVision, though.
Yeah.
So if you like Stardew, you can check us out Sundays. We usually start around 1:30 p.m. Eastern. For if you're not in Eastern, it's currently 4:12 here. So however that math works out. Hey, I got level 9 fishing.
Nice.
Rod proficiency.
Not as good as Hope proficiency.
Not as good as Hope proficiency, but it's
Oh,
close.
just saying it. Not
It's
as good.
close. But I think we're gonna call the stream here. We'll be back hopefully next weekend, where we'll talk WandaVision and also fill out the end of the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have another rainy day, so that's good. So thank you all for being here. If you haven't already, please leave a like. Thank you to the new people who dropped by today. And I will see you all around, definitely for some Deus Ex at some point during the week.